Right. Okay. So Frameset is a special it is a special page that is that web page is not having any Frameset page is not having any body tag. So that is the specialty, right? Unlike the other things, so it's not having body tag. So, but still very important, embedding in multiple pages into adding multiple pages or listing, displaying multiple pages in a single window. Right? Framesets. So please write down Framesets. This concept is old, but used to display multiple web pages in a single window by dividing the window into vertical and horizontal frames by dividing the window into vertical and horizontal frames. Due to the security issues, and heaviness, this was replaced by Ajax. This was replaced by Ajax, which can only load a defined section of another page without loading the entire page. Okay, let's see how we can create these frame sets now. Let's see how we can create frame sets. So please write down this while doing so you can start coding. I'm using brackets. First of all, I would like to create few pages. So let's create few pages. The first page, actually I'm going to create a page and I'm going to save the page multiple times with different backgrounds, right? So that is like, you can also do the same. HTML. Then the head section. Title section. In this title, I'm going to mention, say, yellow. Body section, I'm going to apply a BG color of yellow. And I'll be saving this as y1.html. You can use any name. Here, actually, I'm using y1.html. So same thing, I'm going to change some different things like here, yellow, I will be deleting that and I will mention in red. Mention red, and the BG color, then I'm going to change it to red. Then I'll be saving this again. So this is easy, that's why I'm doing this. So it is easy to create multiple pages. Then you can save that as R1, this is the red one.html. So erasing this back, green, replacing this with green. File, save as, say g1.html. Okay, replacing the word green with blue. Replacing these with blue. Let's save as b1.html. Now you have 4 pages, G1, R1, Y1, and B1. If you want, you can have any number of pages. So here, for the moment, I'll have only 4 pages. Okay, please do this quickly. Please create 4 pages. Rename with 4 names. Actually, I have B1, G1, Y1, and R1. So these are the pages. You can use Notepad to do this. Simple. Do this and let me know, right? Now let's create the main page. Right, we have already created these pages. Now let's create the main page, which is actually linking these pages together. Now you have 4 pages now. R1, B1, G1, and Y1. These are the 4 pages that I'm going to create another one and save as. This time I'm going to have this. Let's rename this as Frameset. And let's erase the body section. This is the only time that I'm erasing the body section. Earlier I have not done this. Body section erase karan. I'm going to erase this section. And instead of that, I'm going to put Frameset. Okay. Then I'll be saving this as save as fs example fs fse.html fse.html any name, you can give any name, like I'm just saying fse.html. Actually, this is not having any body section, so instead of that, it is having Frameset section. So there are. So one way is I can include this as columns. So since we have 4, I can allocate equal amounts. So you can change this, right? 25% to one, 25% to another one, 25% to the another one, and the 25% to the remaining. Likewise, equal amount allocation can be possible. So after allocation, I have to include this in frame. Frame name, let's say frame name F1, and let's say Y1. You can give any name. I'm giving F1. Okay, F1. src equal, let's say Y1.html. Y1.html. Then it is a self-closing tag. Let me copy and paste. This is not having closing tag, that is why it's called self-closing. Then let me copy and paste and F1, F2, F3, and F4. Then this is Y1, then let's say green, then blue, and then blue. B1 and I think R1, right? So let's save. File save. This is fse.html. Let me go to my documents and open fse.html. And you can see when you open that 4 pages are now in this page. Actually, so we have only changed the page color just to identify the page uniquely. So now you can see all 4 pages have all 4 pages appeared in this single frame set. So that is the advantage. In a frame set, you can display multiple pages in a single window. Actually, you can resize here. You can resize. All these are given 25%, but still you can just change the size. You can resize and you can drag and drop. So these things are possible. These are draggable, resizable. So you can change the sizes. All these are possible. The risk is that, so you can embed any page and claim that this belongs to me. Example. So let's have another frame. Okay, let's have another frame. It's easy. So let's say this is frame 5. And let me change the sizes of this. I'm going to give 5% to this. It's very small amount. 5% to this and 5% to this and 5% to this. Now already 20% gone. So the remaining, I can just mention asterisk without calculating. It will automatically calculate. Remain will go to the fifth frame. First 5, 5, 5, 5, 20. The remaining asterisk will go to the. So this asterisk, I'm going to mention external website that can be done. http://www.nie.lk. nie.lk. That is National Institute of Education. So let me save. File, save. And if I reload this, you can see the first 4 pages appears, and here as the fifth NIE website appears. So I can claim this is my website, but actually it is not. It is website from NIE, but you can see it's functioning as usual. All the pages, not just a single page. All the pages are accessible, functioning. So I can go to downloads, online. All these things are available. Login even. So see the risk. Even the login can be displayed. Right? So uploading, so can be done. Right? Then here you can see all the pages are accessible, including the home page. All the pages, all the links are accessible. So this, like some maybe this security risk is, so let's say somebody has done something like this, or somebody can do something like this, maybe erase all these things and then put 100% and erase all these frames and save. What will happen? This is identical website to ni.lk. Same. So don't you understand the risk? Can you understand this? This is risk. Situ, what do you think? Right? This is identical, right?
Very risky.
Yes. Amma, this is identical. This is identical to ni.lk. Same page. Who can say this is not the same? Because all the features available, working as the same website, all the features available, all the pages accessible. So no frame, nothing at all. We cannot see any difference. Only thing is the URL. But here the risk. So you can embed, you can add some JavaScript, or you can add transparent frames, right? Sometimes transparent frames, JavaScript, something running in addition to this. That is the risk. Some additional content can run in addition to this. But just embedding this page won't do some error, some issue. That won't give an error. මේ page එක විතරක් දැම්මට කමක් නැහැ. හැබැයි මේකට තව JavaScript අරන් මේවා දාලා අපිට මේක manipulate කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can manipulate and we can secretly get their passwords. Right? When they try to log in, so you can see when you go to the courses, this is download. So where was the login? Here. When they go to the login, so I can write a transparent frame to a transparent JavaScript, something to capture this username and password. That is tricky. So therefore, this is risk. But some sites still allow this Framesets. ni.lk is an example. It's a vulnerable. Site is vulnerable because it enables you to embed, or it enables you to include inside frames. But so the website like Google won't allow this. Even with the HTTPS, it won't allow it because it knows this is a risk. So they will refuse. They will refuse, right? You can see google.lk is refusing. Sorry, it's need to be mentioned here. It is refusing. It won't allow you to display the page since it has identified the risk. So please note that this is magical, right? This is magical means like you can include anything at all. You can include anything at all and you can display any website like this. But some websites, considering the security, they have prohibited adding them to frames. For example, google.com has prohibited, facebook.com prohibited, you can't add. But some Sri Lankan websites, you can see even gov.lk you can add, right? So there is higher risk name. Gov.lk is government official website, can be added. Gov.lk is the government's official website, which can be added to Frames. So this is higher risk because this is government official website. It can also be added to the Framesets, right? So these things are there. So just embed and see. If you are done, please let me know. Right? These things are possible. This is gov.lk, ni.lk, these websites possible to embed, possible to display in Frames. And this can be done in rows also. Instead of calls, you can mention rows and then you can include this in rows. I try this first. You can do changes to the same. You can mention as rows. When you mention this as rows, so this will be displayed as the horizontal rows like this. The columns can be. And if you want to hide the frame border, so it's very easy. You can say frame border equals 0. So either it is horizontal, vertical, you can hide the frame border like this. Now you cannot see any border even. And this is what I said. You can manipulate. So now no one will notice that this is a multiple web pages. They will think there is an update going on in ni.lk website. Right? Okay. So you can just do, let's say this is 1%, likewise. You can like make it something like this, and then you can see it's like some crossing some bars going through. So you can just ignore this and just mention anything that can be, so that can be included. Any phishing link, phishing website can be added this way. So there is the risk. There is the inherited risk, right, on this. And frame border can be hidden. And not only that, you can include with the columns, rows mix, columns and rows in a mixed way. So that can be done. Okay, let's say you need to have, okay, I'm going to have like one, okay, I'm going to display something like this. I need to divide this into 2 columns, 2 rows layout. So first I'm going to divide this to 2 rows. The first row is 10%. The next row is okay. First row is 20%. The next row is the remaining, right? Okay, the 20% row, actually I'm going to mention frame 1. Then to the remaining one, I'm going to include another frame set. That can be done. So this is very easy, right? Another frame set can be added. And that frame set, I'm going to divide this to columns. So let's say I'm going to have 3 columns like 30%, then 40%, and the remaining amount. So let's say these are the 3 frames that I'm going to add into this frame set. So this is actually columns and rows both now. The first row, first frame set is having 2 rows. So like you witness here, 2 rows. First row, second row. In the second row, you are having a frame set of 3 columns. So that can also be done. And you can hide the frame border too. Try these changes too. You can add rows, columns together. Here now you cannot scale up, right? You cannot scale up. So it will display the page as you embed. Both columns and rows. That can be possible. Any number of columns, any number of rows can be introduced into Framesets. Okay, try this as well. So then, I'll be creating another one, but before that, I'll give you 2 minutes to try this too. I'll be creating some interesting one. So which looks like Wikipedia. So let's use Frameset supported websites and embed them together and create another new source. So, but before that, do this. So let's do some meaningful work. So I'm going to have like 2 columns again. So this time, so let's remove this, and so let's have like frame border 0. It's okay. 20%, 1%, but this time columns, right? Columns. And I'm going to right? Have one column, so that is frame name. Let's say F1, and I'm going to have SRC as my yellow green. Okay, let's have yellow one, right? y1.html. Then frame name F2 is SRC is, let's say, www.mi.uk. It's a website. I need to have HTTP as well. Save file, save the page, and let's refresh, and this is what you can see. And here in this yellow one page, let me open that yellow one again. I'm going to open that one, and let me include, this is y1.html. Let me include few links there. So we're going to have unordered list, and in this unordered list as list items, I'll be adding a few links. href equal, say, http://www.nie.lk, and this time very special thing that I'm going to mention, target. And to the target, I'm going to give the frame 2's, that F2, that is the frame 2. So if you can remember in FSC, this is what the F2, frame name F2, and the target I'm mentioning here is F2, and then I'm writing visit NIE. So let's copy and paste this few more times and add few more links. Please do this with me. And I'm going to add this few more times. So this time, let's say gov.lk, visit government portal. So what else you think? Gov.lk, ni.lk. So you need to find some insecure websites. Okay, so let's say site LK, and I can find the many. Site :LK. Okay, this is epf.lk. I don't know whether the security of this, but let's give a try. So most of the websites in Sri Lanka are not secure. That is the nature. So this is epf.lk, and we see it epf site. And so what else I can try? Okay, so let's try for some more. This is a Gateway College. So let's try that as well. So I'm just trying the available links. Gateway College, visit Gateway. Some are secure, some are insecure, don't know. Let's give a try, I'm not sure. And all the frame targets are this, right? Then Gateway College after that, what I should try. I'm trying Chama Computers. This is a place selling computers. Okay, they claim like they are selling high-end computers in Sri Lanka. So let's try that as well. Href equal the website, and the target equal F2, same F2, and this is gateway, and this is Chama.com. So anything else that we can try can be added there. So here you can see Institute of Engineers, IESL. So some responsible website again. So let's see who are having the security, who are not having the security. Visit IESL, save it, go back, load the page, This is my frame set. These are the links. When I click NIE, you can see NIE get loaded. Government portal. Here it's government portal get loaded. EPF secure. Gateway. It's loaded. It's not secure. ISL secure. Chama computers not secure. But we have to replace EPF and ISL. So let's find some other. Chem.lk. Echem something, I think a tuition class, something like that. Yes, Amila Disana, chemistry, something like that. Well, it's that site is anyway, so whatever. So instead of EPF, let's use that. I'm just using the listed websites, right? It's chemistry with Amila. So let's go back, and this is what live mobile, perfect linking live mobile. So let's try with that and replace IESL one with that. Let's see it, live mobile. Save, go, refresh, NIE working, government portal working, chemistry with Tamila working, visit gateway working, live mobile, oh, secure. Let's try some another. Pick me, maybe secure because like it is not actually Sri Lankan, maybe they are secure. So instead of live mobile, let's try this one now, pick me. We see it, pick me. Save, go back. Here instead of this, I'm just trying refreshing, pick me. Yes, it's secure. Sarigama.lk. Let's try that. So let's find some working websites. Sarigama.lk. We see it, Sarigama. Save, go back here, refresh, Sarigama this time. Yes. I think the Sarigama Padanisa is working. Yes, it's working. Right? So likewise, try to find some working websites and make it to this. So this is SDTI campus. So different websites, like you can just try SDTI campus. Don't know what is that. So let's try to include it here instead of Java. SDTI, save, go there, refresh, sit SDTI. Yes, it's working. Right. So this is my code. You can try now. So this is actually the code in the yellow page, right? This yellow color page. Let's put that silver. Make it nice. Okay. Let's put silver color and no white color. You can put anything. This is our this is our list of websites which can be visited, which is discovered, and this is our frame set. It has nothing. Only thing is first frame. You have included that y1.html, that is this page. y1.html, that is this page. Let me put this into a separate window, maybe. It's not there. Okay, doesn't matter, right? So this is your one, and this is y1.html. So please write the y1.html first, then I'll show the frame set. Frame set is not difficult. Please list that. Edit this y1.html, then input that to the frame set. Frame set. fse.html. Please write down this as well, and that will create the frame set page. That will create the Frameset page, right? Okay, then now you know the applicability of Framesets in different environments, but still now actually the Framesets are not used. The reason is the security issues, and the entire page is loaded. That is also not required. Therefore, Framesets are a bit obsolete. But there is another concept. So you can see there's another concept, that is iframes, isolated frames. That can be done. So let me take a new file, and this is HTML, head section, HTML head section, then the title section, say this is iframes, isolated frames, iframes, isolated frames. Isolated frames. Right, then go to the head section, then go to the body section. So here you have body section, unlike the Framesets tags, so the body section is available. Body section is available. Okay. There the iframe tag is, you can mention isolated frame SRC. Let's have the same site, this http://www.ni.lk, same site I'm going to add into the isolated frame. And the advantage in isolated frame is you can mention your own width and height. Let's say width is 600 and the height HEIGHT is let's say 400. So let's going to save this. I'm going to save this now into another web page. This time, let me save this into the documents with if.html. Save it and let's open it back. Open it back. This is if.html, and you can see this is the isolated frame. So it will be included inside the body section as an isolated frame, and you can put different values. Let's put 100% there, 100% there, and then you can embed that the full version. Let me save, file save. This will also load the full page, you can see, but you can see there is a border, and this border is right. You can just change it, and this there is a border. So you can scroll in option, you can ignore. Isolated frame is also has the same inherited risk like Framesets. Therefore, won't be allowed to embed website like, okay, let's embed, let's put that okay, 100% and height, let's reduce it to 40 pixels. Save this, and let me try to embed the website like, now you can see the menu part embedded from this, and I can scroll, right? I can scroll it. So then let's say the other part, let's have another isolated frame. This time I'm going to include in this isolated frame google.lk. So it won't happen because like they are not allowing you to embed in isolated frames. You can see it's not visible. It's not embedded, right? So let's reduce this to 500 and 200. Then another one, this one, let's say it's also 500, 200 and 300. Let's try to include that, but still you won't be able to see the second iframe, which is Google. So let's try some other websites, youtube.com, and then let's try to do this. No, it's not appearing, but there is a way that you can add it. So you can go to YouTube, they have a feature, because even though that is restricted, there is a feature where you can include that with the particular authentication. So let's say I want to include, which one? I want to include this one, the Mona video in isolated frame. I can right click, copy embed code, right click on the video, copy embed code, here copy embed code. So then close it, go to your website, and then this can be pasted. The pasted one is isolated frame, you can see, but that has a key special feature. You can see a description. So with some controls here, with some embed, this is allowed. With some controls, you can add that to the web page, but not directly, with some controls only. Oh, still missing. So is that? So am I saving the same page? Yes. So let me remove this one, maybe multiple things. Yes, you can add that, you can see. Anyway, video unavailable due to some embedding restrictions, but anyway, this can be added. Iframe has a close intact. Sorry, I forgot that Iframe has a close intact. That is the mistake that I have done. And anyway, if you try to add google.lk Lite website, you will get some restrictions. It won't be added. You can see the page won't be added. Google refused to contain. But websites like ni.lk will be added. That has no error. So it will be added. And another thing is, when you add YouTube videos, some YouTube videos you can add. So what is that? HTTP, sorry. Here you can see some YouTube videos you can add, but some YouTube videos are not. So let's try to add another YouTube video. I think we can add this one. Right click, copy embed code, go to the code, paste it over there, save it, come back, refresh. Yes, you can see it is added. And it is added with the YouTube playback features. So that can be done, right? With some special keys or with some special keywords, this can be added, and you can reduce the size, right? Let's reduce the width into 600 and height into 300. Save, and you can see it will be rescaling to support. So YouTube videos, you can add it to a single web page with iframes. This is isolated frames. I would like you to try this as well. But don't type the same. You know how to get that. Go to YouTube video, right click, and frame border, scroll in. These things can be controlled. Frame border can be controlled. Scroll in can be controlled. Okay, there are different attributes in iframes. Those attributes can be controlled. Okay, anyway, with that, yes, there are like, I wanted to do actually image maps too, but considering about the participation, let's postpone that to the next Saturday. We need to do that as well, right? That is Framesets, and after Framesets, we need to start CSS, cascading style sheets, JavaScripts, and PHP. But I'll be doing that next day. That means I will be doing image maps next day. Then I'll start views and CSS. That is a short lesson. Then let's quickly move to JavaScript and then to PHP. And we can quickly finish that part after. Okay. I'll be stopping from here for today. Then next day, actually next Saturday, we'll have class, because like yesterday I had special commitment, therefore I had to postpone that to today. let's have the next class in Saturday, right? That is convenient. Good night.